What's going on, guys? Jay here with Solo YGO. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're new. Today we're back at it with the 2022 Mega Tins. Personally, one of my favorites. I think this set was an absolute banger when it released. Obviously, a lot of the value has been knocked off with the reprints, particularly cards like Prosperity, Small World, Ash Blossom, and Joyous Spring getting the 20th reprint of the year. But we're still going hunting for some cards of value. There is one that dodged though. That's Crossout Designator. That card still has not had a reprint since this reprint being its first reprint. So lurking up on 15 bucks. Surprisingly, I had a lot of copies sold out over that sale during Thanksgiving. And that card's just skyrocketing since then. Obviously seeing play in the meta. So today we're Crossout Designator heading. There's probably some other cards of value in here, like the Dark Magician Girl. I think that's pretty cool. But other than that, nothing too crazy. If you guys want to support the work, we got 10 tins today. That's 30 packs. That ain't cheap. You can join the Patreon down below. That helps out. Also get you on our Discord. Guys, if you know you're a long-time subscriber and you've just been rocking with us since the beginning, you don't even need to join our Patreon to get in Discord too. Just send me a DM or put a comment down below. I know who you are, and we'll get you in the Discord if you want to be over there. Just trying to keep it somewhat exclusive so it doesn't get overpacked in there. You know how Discords can be if there's just way too many people talking at once. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it. I'm going to open up these packs, be right back. Like the video, subscribe, be back in a second. Alright guys, let's freaking do this. Time Wizard, you ready to go, buddy? Are you ready to go? I think he's ready to go. Alright, first pack. Might have to pause the video at some point and take a look and see what else is of any particular value right now, because I don't really think there's anything too crazy. 1, 2, 3. Let me just take a look at it real quick so I don't spoil it for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. Okay. 6 is the card trick. I did not see what it was though. Alright guys, first one. Let's get a little more zoomed in actually. Gunkin, Sioux Shipyard, Seaside, Super Spot. It's quite the mouthful. We got Untaunted Oh, I thought I said Blumpkin for a second. Bumpkin Beast, okay. Magic-y Battle. Gizmic. We got Shinobi Insect. Bee Trooper. Guitar. Magic-y, Ultra Bee Trooper, Tears of the Limit. That's actually a really good card. We got Flip Frozen, Magic-y Unlocking, Monster Assortment. For the first holo foil, we have Trap Tricks Vesiculo. If you guys saw our opening last week with the 2021 Mega Tins, you'll notice the placement of the holo foils on this set is a little bit different. You can have the supers, then the ultras, then the prismatic, whereas the other one had the supers, prismatic, and then the ultras, which kind of worked out because as 2021 tins have aged, the ultras have become the ones with the most value, like that Crossout and Zeus in there. For the second super rare, we got Yuki Finishing Move. For the first ultra rare, we have Stardust Trail, Synchro Overtake, and for our very first prismatic of the box opening, we got Evil Twins Trouble Sunny. This card needed a reprint. Something desperate. It was lurking up to what, $7 as an ultra when it was only had its only printing out of Burst of Destiny before this reprint. Now the card's not really worth anything at all, but nonetheless, we'll take it. Need to highlight my Evil Twin profile for you guys on the channel here soon. A lot of profiles moving into this new year that I'm going to have to get to. We are essentially hardcore just hunting the Crossout Designators. If we can pull those, that's just a lot of value. Pot of Prosperity really isn't worth much anymore, but it is a few bucks still, so we'll take them as far as like filler value goes. And then same thing goes for Ash Blossom, but Crossout's going to be the money man right now. So Stay Sailor, Fables. Come on, camera. Link Apple. Plunder Patrol, that's a good one. Virtual Worlds. Need to make that deck too. Lila Treat. Moonlit Chill. We'll take staples every day of the week. We got AI Michu. Pharaoh Guardian Sphinx. And then for our second prismatic, we got Diviner of the Herald. That's one that has value good too. I forgot to mention this one. Really good. See some play with the Novella strategy, so hasn't quite fell off all the way. Went through another buyout. Well, not buyout per se, but just kind of natural buying during the resurgence of tier elements. Before that, deck just got completely banned again, so that didn't last long, but did help the value of that card. And that card is horribly miscut now that I'm just noticing afterwards. Actually, the first one was too. Both of them, I don't know if you could tell. Just like the right side, just hardly any border. And left side, just dominant. So it looks like hopefully our whole opening isn't like that. Come on. Alright, next pack. How's your guys' week going? Been trying to make more time to open up product for you guys. I know I was slacking there for a while. 6, right? Yep. But trust me, I got tons up there. I got 10 more boxes, rarity collection to go for you guys. I'm trying to spread that over the course of 2024. I'm gonna do like one of them every few weeks. Probably be down by the summer, early fall with those. Azuzul. I could just hold them because they'll probably gain value, but I want to open up for you guys. So another Blumpkin. Give me a cross out. Let's go. Alright, for the first holo foil, we got Sunvine Crossbreed. Next up, we got Lila Treat. Dark Eye Nightmare. Rampant Rampager. I've been seeing a lot of play lately with the Fire Kings, the Tri Brigade strategy, obviously pairing very well with them as the Beast Warrior and Wing Beast. And we got Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. We'll take those. That's nice. Little staple there. This thing is not worth crap anymore. I know it comes in out of formats, but all the reprinting to it, which, hey, I'm not complaining. As a player, I do also love being able to make my decks pretty budget. But it would be nice, you know, to be able to sell them for something, especially to recoup the cost of these openings for you guys. Again, if you want to support down below, helps out. 5, 6. Alright. Azuzul. Expendable Die. What's that one that special ones from deck? Unexpected Die? Is that what it is? Die Greffer. Flip Frozen. This is not twice we've seen this card. I've never heard of it before. If this card is sent to your graveyard, change all attack position monsters your opponent controls to defense. Okay. Interesting. So it doesn't actually have a flip effect. Sacred Skulls of Gizmic. For our first super rare, we have Kill Frost. Next up, we have Sunvine Crossbred. The first Ultra is Zexal Construction. Next up, we have DD Assault Carrier. So we haven't pulled a decent Ultra yet. except for maybe Rampant Rampager. You still have Dark Ruler No More in the set. Nibiru, obviously. What else is in here? Come back to me later. I can't really think of anything else right now. It's decent at least. And for the prismatic, we got Dual Tower. Alright guys, so we're drawing a pretty hefty goose egg here early on. And now it looks like our centering has decided to move the opposite direction to the right side of the card, having all the border, and then that card itself going to the left. So we're making progress. We just need to recalibrate here real quick, get back to the center. Remember last year when I went through this set the last time, it took me like 3 openings to get a single pot of prosperity, and it was on the last pack. I think I'd opened roughly 40 packs, right? Out of 40 packs, I got 1 pot of prosperity. So if I see them, go figure, it'd be when the card's not worth jack shit anymore. But hey, we'll take it. It's worth the laugh. Dragonides. I always have to mention this card every time I see it. The Stained Glass of Light and Dark. This card is so beautiful as its OG printing, and Burst of Destiny as a super rare. I honestly think it's like one of the nicest looking cards ever that doesn't really do anything that doesn't have a good effect. But the amount of times Konami decided to reprint this card is crazy for a card that doesn't see play. I don't even get it. I still don't even know what it does, and I refuse to read it just so I don't want to be disappointed, because this card's amazing. Beautiful. Alright, first holo foil, we got Gookie Finishing Move. Another Lila Treat. That's damn near multiple playsets now. Apex Predation. This card seems good. I read it. I'll read it to you guys. If you control a normal summon or set monster, that's the activation requirement, destroy all special summon monsters on the field. So freaking board wipe. You cannot normal summon or set, until the end of your next turn after this card is activated, you cannot normal summon or set. You can only activate 1 Apex Predation per turn. So, I mean, it's got an activation requirement, it's got a little bit of downside, but overall, this seems like a really nifty board wipe. I don't know if cards like Waybridge are just better, or Trench Tribute, if your primary goal is just to wipe the board, but I mean, that probably is the case. So for the next ultra rare, we have Dogmatica Genesis, and for our prismatic, we have Link into the Reigns, a card that I thought was going to see play at some point. Still yet to see the day. I've got my 1,000 copies ready to go just in case, but card's probably the definition of copium though. I could probably read it to you guys real quick. I'm gonna speed up through the openings after this, but this is one, if you don't know what it does, it reads interesting. So it says special summon 1 monster from your hand, but negate its effects. Then immediately after this effect resolves, link summon 1 monster using monsters you control as material. Your opponent. Sorry, let me go back. This link summon cannot be negated. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a monster is link summoned this way. So basically, kind of like an access code talker, Linking into the Reigns, kind of gives the monster that effect. If a link summon monster, oh god, it reads weird. If a link monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, add 1 monster from your graveyard to your hand with the same original type as one of those destroyed monsters. You can activate 1 Link into Reigns per turn. So basically it gets you out a monster from your hand, so an additional summon, like a free special summon, but it negates it, so that's kind of the downside, but that makes sense, because otherwise it's just way too free. And then you get to link summon right away using it. Some other monsters can't be negated, and then while it's in the graveyard, it kind of has that chaos space kind of effect, kind of recur some advantage while it's in the grave. So you can definitely mill this or send it to the graveyard somehow. Kind of just like a splash link card. I don't know, kind of niche, but I thought it was gonna see play. Maybe there is a deck you see play, and like, for instance, Prank Kids, that deck is on life support, obviously, with no Yamamu. But that allows you a way to get an extra monster on field and go into a doodle-doo right away. But again, probably just smoking the copium, because there's just better ways of doing things, or maybe just not play the deck altogether if you have to rely on Lincoln and the Brains to be hard drawn to play. Alright. Make up some time here. Oops. First holo foil, we got Spooky Dogwood. We got Slower Swallow. Oh my god, the jokes I can make with this one, but I'm just going to refrain. For the first Ultra, we got Breath of Acclamation. Heavenly Zephyr Miradora. Another card that is the definition of smoking the cope. People thought this was going to be a good hand trap. Obviously has never seen play past maybe the inception of the card. And for the Prismatic, another Lincoln in the Brains. That one deserves to go up here now, because we spent way too long talking about a card that, you know, probably won't see play ever. Who knows, maybe, but like I said, it's got to have a deck that just really gets enhanced by it and can play without it. Because if you're playing a deck that has to hard draw that card, when there's no way to really search it except for, like, you know, Triple Tactics Thrust. Anyways, that's probably just best not to play that deck in that case. A lot of Beat Trooper stuff. I've only ever played the deck once though. I don't really know how it plays too well. And it was during an era where everybody was just splashing DP and everything into every deck, so mostly just had to deal with DP the whole time. Unexplored Winds, alright, that's a good rare. We got a slightly slower Swallow again. Sunvine Crossbreed. For the ultra rare, we have Zexal Construction and Earth Chant. Again, no Nibiru's, no Dark Ruler, no Moors. Kind of bricking here on the ultra rares. And then for the Prismatic, we have Dramaturge of Despia. Yeah, I mean, except for the Diviner right there. This is not starting off too hot as far as value goes. You need to pull at least 2 crossout Detonators. I owe somebody them, of course. So that's why. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find out another way to get some. Ooh, Goomkin Suship Daily Special. You guys see that guy who goes to the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, puts on the full-ass chef outfit, plays Sushis? That guy's crazy. Mad respect, though. That deck is super rogue, so obviously he's just going to have a good time. I wonder if he wins. I mean, that deck can still wins with a little sushi beatdown. Plays Skill Drain, right? Alright, for the first holo foil, we got Moonlit Chill, Beast King Unleashed. Next up, we got Stardust Synchron, Sprite's Blessing, and another Dramaturge. We stay pulling multiples back to back this video, and not the good ones either. I'm hoping once we pull a crossout Designator, that'll be the case there. Six. Little Tragedy. Probably good that they give Tragedy a common reprint in this set. Despia's kind of fallen off as a... Oh, it's still good, but obviously they haven't touched on the ban list. But it's a counterpart with the Chimera stuff is just maybe a little bit better. But it's kind of fallen off, but tragedy. Obviously, it was getting bought the hell out beforehand. I remember when it was just the ultra reprint out of Ghost of Pass 2. That thing sold like hotcakes every single day, so moving like 50 to 100 copies. And they gave this the common reprint here, so it kind of helped it out a little. Ice Trade Shamora. Oh, there we go. First good ultra rare. Nibiru the Primal Being. Centering's getting a little better on the set too. And honestly, I kind of like the ultra version of this. I just think it looks really clean. And for the second ultra, we got Heritage of the Light. And for our first prismatic from a set that our pack doesn't disappointed. Ooh, we got Underworld Goddess. Hell yeah. Okay, this is another one actually that has good value right now. I should have remembered this one because I just sold probably like somewhere between 500 and 1,000 copies. I don't know. I had so much of this, and I finally sold out a couple weeks ago. This is like damn near $8 now, I believe. Moving on up. This card recently did get another link that's related to it too. I think it's like a link 2. So that should be interesting. But yeah, Underworld Goddess. Nice pull. We'll take those. That's actually going to go right here. So if we can pull some more goddesses, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's so many of her. Then she started moving overnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone bought like a couple hundred at one point too. That helped move it faster. But it was like that sale back in November for the Black Friday to Cyber Monday. Alright guys, first holofoil, we got Binary Blader, Traptrix Cularia, Abyss Keeper, DD Assault. This probably has to be like 4 of the worst holofoils leading to this prismatic. Let's see if we can get something good here. And Albion the Branded Dragon. Honestly, beautiful card. I have some of these that are just super saturated in the red, and I like it from here. So these ones I choose to play for my branded deck. Yeah, not bad, but not much value though. Maybe half a buck, something like that. Crossouts, goddesses, ashes, and prosperities. Obviously, those sell overnight, so those aren't bad either. Pretty much we're going for. I wouldn't mind some DMGs too. It was a rough going last time I went through this set to even pull one. I think we did pull one ultimately, but I think it's about as short printed as Pot of Prosperity in my experience. That could not be the case, but definitely what I've noticed. Hit me with the blue eyes and the red eyes from this set. Haven't really pulled much of those. Mostly get a lot of Link to the Vrains, Albions, Dramaturges, stuff like that. Alright guys, first holofoil we have Vesiculo. We have the Kuki finishing move. A little Mortal Kombat action there. We got DD Assault Carrier. Dogmatica Genesis, and ooh, Ash Blossom. We take those. Like I said, this is a card's one of the probably top selling cards of all time in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, if not the top selling card of all time. Just the fact that and to give you a little insight into the selling side, what I look for in cards that are nice for resale, it's like the holofoil stable 3-ofs, and in general that's just going to be best for moving cards or even just understanding like what cards are needed, because cards that are super generic like staples and go across decks like Ash is what every deck, right? Every deck can play it. There's probably not a deck that can't play it. Even decks that play D-Shifter can play Ash because Ash plays under D-Shifter. And It's obviously a 3 of, usually when you play it. No reason not to, it's once per turn, but it's so generic that it can be played again after that. And I think Dark Warlord and I were talking about it in the Discord the other day, how this card is crazy. It was like 30 bucks a copy across any printing, maybe 25 at the lowest. Back in 2022, yeah, 2022, about mid 2022. Then it finally got reprinted to the ground, but it had to keep getting reprinted. And even then, this card stands the test of time. And no matter what printing, you're still going to pay $3 to $5 a copy at the minimum. So that's crazy, the fact that it's been reprinted so much, and it's still a few bucks. Ash Blossom, shout out to you. I do think if every deck played Xyz monsters, Zeus be giving her a run for her money. The only issue Zeus has is not played as a 3 of, but Zeus, one of those cards that does need to be reprinted to the ground, because that thing just insanely expensive, even with multiple printings. Not too many printings, but multiple for sure. That's another thing we were talking about. It got reprinted in Battles Legend Monsters Revenge early last year, and that kind of brought it down to $10 for all of maybe a week before it just started skyrocketing again. Now it's back up to almost $20 again for any printing of Zeus. So that's crazy. Eaglin, not a bad rare. That's Spooky Dogwood. Ice Jade Tremora. Okay, decent little ultra here. We got Luna the Light Charmer Lustrous. For the next ultra, we have Zexal Construction. And for the prismatic, we have Ready Fusion. You guys ever notice that Natural Scientist does on the artwork of this? I think that's pretty cool. I didn't notice that for the longest time. Thought I should point it out. How you doing back there, Time Wizard? Blue Eyes? Y'all hanging in there? Better watch me when I'm opening packs, Blue Eyes. That's disrespectful. Alright. Guys, we're about halfway done now. I know these ones are a bit longer. That's because we got the mega packs. Trust me, it'd be a lot longer if I was reading every name. Just trying to get you guys to the sauce here at the end. Alright, for the first holo foil, we got Twin Saber. And I do try and read all the names of the commons typically, especially in sets that we're just seeing for the first time, but the set's been out for a while now. Gunkin Suship Sherry. I read this one time, and I think the description was kind of interesting to read, but it's a bit too long right now. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the Sushi Beatdown, man. This thing's a level 4 normal summon, 2000 attack. That's pretty badass for a piece of sushi. That's a nice card too. D-Shifter, okay. I'm pretty sure this card's going to see a ban this year. Calling it now. Let me know if I'm right. If you're watching this video for some reason, like a year down the line. Apex Predation. And for the prismatic, we got Dual Tower again. Ooh, every time I see that blue on the edge, I'm thinking Crossout Designator maybe? Definitely wasn't the case this time. I think Dual Tower and Lincoln in the Reigns were two cards from the set that come from the anime, right? They're like anime exclusive cards beforehand. And then they made them into TCG cards, so no longer anime exclusives, but still cool to see cards that were in the anime for so long and just finally got put over here. Ruben, how's work? I know you're watching, buddy. Oh, wow. Whoa. We almost skimmed the hell past this. Where's the name at? That card ain't got no name. Completely missing it. Alright, we got a misprint. That's cool. We'll put that right there. We keep those. We take those. That might be the best card of the whole opening today. I don't know, just completely gone. People like those. And if that's a playable card in Armed Dragon, which I'm not sure if it is, I might have to put that in our deck. Vesiculo. Spooky Dogwood. For the first Ultra, we have the Breaking Ruin God. Those Obelisk decks. Ooh, nice. Look at that little double action there. You got the Obelisk and Slifer. You got the Revived Sky God. That's actually a really good card. If you haven't read it, take some time later to read it. It's pretty broken. And for the Prismatic, we got a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Yeah, I forgot about this one. This is one that holds a lot of value too right now. Definitely. I mean, I haven't looked at it recently, but this card was damn near 20 bucks. Last I saw. It's got to at least still be 12 to 15, I imagine. This card's so good. We'll take Dragoon any day of the week, my man. This was a really good pack. Dragoon and a misprint. I'm not gonna lie, that was a nice pack. And we totally forgot about Underworld Goddess and Dragoon before going to this opening. We're just on the hunt for crossouts, but we take those. Definitely not complaining here. Two badass looking cards, by the way. Underworld Goddess, just super pretty card. And then Dragoon, that's a BMF if I ever saw one. Alright, we got Stay Sailor Romarin with the Fabled Abank. Little beaver action. Give me another misprint, Konami, come on. Dreaming Town, not a bad common. Alright guys, first holo foiled the pack. We got Ice Jade Tremora. Next up we got Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. Very nice. Shout out Ruben with his Despians, he loves this card. Ooh, next up we got Dark Honest, that's beautiful. For the second holo foil, we got Machina Unclassed Spare. Wasn't this a common out of Blazing Vortex before? And then for the Prismatic, we got Dark Magician Girl. Let's go. This card is gorgeous. It's holding some value too. It's got to be at least 10 bucks. Not bad pool at all. Got the alternate art here, but then again, like almost every artwork of Dark Magician is an alternate art, unless you go back to the OG one. That's awesome. So we got a few good packs in a row. Starting to pick up ahead of steam here. Moving downhill towards the end of this finish. Kind of snowballing here as we get the better pools. Not bad. We definitely made our money back on the last week's opening with the 2021 tins, but it's gonna be a little more hard up this time to do that because these tins are a little more expensive still. Definitely affordable, but whereas you can get like a case for 90 bucks with the 2021s, these are like 130 to 150, so give me a little bit more. Alright guys, first holo foil, we got Magical Cylinders. A little retrain on Magical Cylinder. Next up we got Radiant Verasynth. For the first Ultra we have Mimicking Maneater Bug. Pretty cool little retrain there of the OG Maneater Bug. Next up we got Rebuild Deer. Little deer that's rebuilding. And for the Prismatic we got Dramaturge of Despia. Okay, got another one of him again. Definitely some dope ass artwork here. Not the best pool value wise, but hey, I'm a true Yu-Gi-Oh lover. I'll take any pool that Konami's willing to give me, and I'm not gonna complain if they want to give me some good ones too while they're at it. We need to get back to opening up some of those core sets and whatnot with the chase rarities, because as much as I love being circle jerked by holo foils in these tin sets and reprint sets, you know, the lack of the chase cards is kind of gets to you at times, right? Sometimes you want to pull a $300 Starlight Rare that, you know, is a 1 in every 3 case pull. Denier. Been loving playing heroes on the channel, so that's a good card. Enables that Destiny Hero Malicious that's semi-limited to be basically a 3 of. Which is kind of interesting, like they just limited it to put something like that in the game, but it's cool. Alright, we got Binary Blader. For the first ultra rare, we got Contract with the Abyss. Come on, camera, let's go. For the second ultra, we have the True Sun God. And for the Prismatic Seeker rare, let's see what we got. Ooh, we got another Underworld Goddess. Hell yeah, that's good value right there. Another $8 in our pocket. We take those. I just realized her link arrows just all point to the right hand side and up and down. Nothing to the left. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder how that plays into the reprint of her, or not the reprint, but like the retrain. Underworld Goddess support, whatever we want to call it. Underworld support. I wonder if it points just to the right, or sorry, to the left. That'd be curious to know. I'm gonna have to look that up. You guys know the answer down below. Let us know. Put me on some knowledge. Save me some time. That one's cute. I remember this was all the copium with Gold Pride. If you guys don't know what it does, it says send one monster from your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck to the graveyard. Then your opponent gains life points equal to its original attack or defense of that monster, whichever one's higher. So it basically outs a monster, then your opponent gains life points. People were thinking this was going to be good with Gold Pride Punk, because Gold Prides get their monster effects by your opponent having more life points than you. So you either want to burn yourself or have your opponent gain, which is kind of why Upstart's kind of good in that deck. No, it plays in a draw. But anyways, yep. Definitely saw the buyouts, the failed buyouts from certain individuals. So that one, the other one was Armed Dragon Flash. Those are rare, not a common, and that's the one that didn't have the name on it. Alright, for the first holofoil, we have Sun Avalon, Daphne, RIP, any plant deck. We had Screams of the Branded. Next up, we got the Breaking Ruin God, Obelisk being a badass there. For the last ultra rare, we have Warrock Skylar. And for the Prismatic, we have another Albion, the Branded Dragon. We take them, we don't complain. Beggars can't be choosers. We take those. Alright guys, last roughly 10 or 12 packs here, looks like. We're probably almost 20 in now. This one looks wild, man. Get some trees sticking out of shoulders. Alright guys, for the first holofoil, we got Beast King Unleashed. Next up we got Paleozoic Camborashter. We got Soul Energy Max. I believe that's the first time we pulled this one today. Next up we have Alvian, the Essence of Vanity. I saw this get played with a Sprite, a little bit in testing. Just a little ready fusion target. Pull it out and get a free level 2. And then for the Ultra or Prismatic Seeker, we have Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. Definitely the first time we're seeing this today. This card's bulk as hell, so I'm surprised we haven't seen it before. But again, we take those. Surprised they didn't make level 10 the one that was prismatic. Instead, they made that the little rare. Wasn't it a rare? Or an ultra rare? I forget. It was a lower rarity in this set. That's the one that's played more, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basil Roche. I used to love that card in my Pile Adventure Synchro deck. A little red rose action. Alright, for the first holo foil, we have Ice Jade Tremora. Next up, we got Baby Ruben's Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. Dark Eye Nightmare. Contract with the Abyss. And for the Prismatic Secret Rare, we have another Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. That is now counted 3 times in this video that we've pulled the same Prismatic Secret Rare as another one in a row. What are the odds with that? But it didn't happen with Honorable Goss, didn't happen with Dragoon, and it didn't happen with Dark Magician Girl, so we're kind of sad boy times about that, at least. We're getting in with all the bulk ones. What's up with that? I'm calling it, guys. This one's a cross-out designator. A lot of Armed Dragon stuff in the set. Oh, damn, this whole pack. Alright, first holofoil, Moonlit Chill. Not bad at all. She's super chill. This is the first time we've seen Street today, right? Am I wrong? I love that they gave this card a super rare printing as well as token and ultra rare printing, because those were both commons out of Burst Destiny, so Flu players previously were just slumming it with the non-holos. For the first ultra rare, we have Rebuild Deer. Next up, we have Branded Bond. And, oops, Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Another one, not bad. We'll take it. It wasn't a cross-out designator, but it was the most used card in Yu-Gi-Oh history. So we're definitely not mad about that. And I think the Prismatic's absolutely gorgeous. If you're not playing the Ultimate Rares, which I asked Kami for forever, and I guess they gave me those Japanese ones out of the Rarity Collection instead. But if you're not playing those, I guess some people like the Quarter Century Secret Rare, but aside from those, I think this is probably the most beautiful, like, bulk one you can get. Let's say not high rarity. Alright. Sunny Snitch, good common. Sells quite often and quite easily. Oops. Alright, first holofoil. We're rocking with Dan Mari at Ignister. Shout out Monty with his Ignisters. We got White Knight of Dogmatica. Dogmatica getting that support recently. We got a beautiful card that's probably not really good at all. But we got Gaia Armor, Dragon Shell. Cool card. For the second Ultra Rare, we have Threshold Borg. And for the Prismatic Secret Rare, can we get a cross-out designator? Ooh, we got Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous. Not bad as an avid Sword Soul player. I do love me some Ecclesia. She also synergizes with, of course, Fallen of Albaz, not just Sword Souls. But that is how it go with a lot of the lore. We got these 2-for-1 specials that tend to cross over. Alright guys, last 8 packs, and we have not pulled a single cross-out designator. We're going to save that one till the end. I think that's got one, potentially. Hopefully. Let's pull in everything a little closer now, as we gain more room here. Alright, next up, we got Arm Dragon Thunderbolt. Dino Wrestler. You all see that Pink got semi-limited. Pretty cool stuff. Maybe Dino Wrestlers as an archetype can start to come back. They would probably need some desperate support though. Hey, maybe that's what's in the works though, because Konami obviously didn't see him as a threat. Well, I guess when you got cards like Fenrir running around at 3, which is basically just a better Pink, you know, you tend to not see Pink as much of a threat because people are just playing Fenrir anyways. Alright, first holo foil, we have Book of Lunar Eclipse. Speaking of Pasteur, this was once an out to him, or that deck. Next up we got Radiant Virescence. For the first Ultra, we have Arm Dragon Thunder level 10, which is indeed the one I was referring to when I said this should have taken the Prismatic slot, and then level 7 slide in this slot as an Ultra Rare. We got Mimicking Maneater Bug, I mean. Pretty cool, man. See this card getting a retrain. So nostalgic, man. Legend of Blue Eye Super Rare, obviously, was the OG release, and that card was amazingly underwhelming, but, you know, as kids we thought it was good. Flip, destroy monster. And then for the Prismatic, we got a Evil Twins Trouble Sunny. We'll take it. Nice card, good card. Everyone's favorite. Turn Lila and Kissakill into this, and then go off. Alright. Next pack, I know you guys can't see, but this bulk pile is getting rather large. That's how it be without when you open up 30 24 card packs. Is it 24? Pretty sure it's 24. No, 18. There's 18, that's right. 18 cards in every pack instead of like the standard 7 or whatever it comes in normal packs, sometimes 5. A lot of commons though. But that's how they have to do it to get through all the reprints for the year. Otherwise a lot of cards probably wouldn't see the light of reprint day unless they made these mega packs just to say they got a reprint in. Alright guys, first holo foil is going to be a Machina Rune Force. Really good card actually, needed a reprint. Next up we got Magical Cylinders. For the first Ultra we have DDD Super Sight King Zero Maxwell. For the second Ultra Rare we have a Dragonlark Perrin, nice. And then for the Prismatic Secret Rare we have a Tri-Brigade Kit. Okay, we take those too. This card actually also got bought out recently. From my inventory at least. Maybe I was priced low enough. But yeah, that card's seeing play. Obviously Fire Kings, mentioned earlier. Rampant Rampager and whatnot. Pretty much every mainly used Tri-Brigade card like Shurag, Fractal have all risen over time. And I think Tri-Brigades are just popular in general too. But of course the Fire King is definitely the main culprit behind the rise in value. Alright. That's the first time we've seen cherries. For the first super rare, of course, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. Something I've always considered making decks themed around playing, and just never did it because this card is, you know, kind of hit or miss if it's ever going to be good, actually. But if you can take advantage of decks that don't use extra deck, sure, why not? Especially going second. Alright, next up, for the second super rare, we have Radiant Virescence. Oops. For the first ultra rare, we have Baby Muddragon. Next up, we have Lina, the Light Charmer Lustrous. And for the prismatic, we have Forbidden Droplet. Let's go. Been reprinted to the center of the earth. That's how far it's been reprinted to the ground. Obviously, doesn't see a crazy amount of play when cards like Shifter are very popular, but it's a great pool. It's a great pool. Card's definitely a staple. And I remember not too long ago, every single copy being at least $80, so put some respect on the name of Forbidden Droplet. That's a good pool. Oh, and I just noticed something. It's a foil bleed. It's coming outside the card. Doesn't show too well on the camera, but definitely can see it sparkling off to the side of it. All right, guys. Last 5 packs. Getting kind of discouraged here. Haven't seen a single crossout designator. Does that mean we'll pull a single one? I don't know. I seriously don't know. Come on, camera. Alright, win which times. Alright, stained glass. For that first hollow foil, we're going to have another Kiss to Kill Frost. Gookie finishing move. Next up we got AI Meets You and Ready Fusion. Okay. Not bad. We'll take it. You see the magical scientist a little better there? Kind of like an MRE packaging. That's pretty cool. Final 4, guys. If you made it this far, appreciate you rocking with us. Go ahead and leave 3 different emojis that represent how your week's been going or how your day's been going with no context, and we'll see if I can try and figure out what it means. Alright, guys, first hollow foil, we got Machina Rune Force. Next up we got Lila Treat, Dragonlark Perrin, Heritage Light, and for the Prismatic Secret we have Branded Opening. That's not bad at all. We'll take it. That's a pretty good one, actually. As we mentioned, Branded's so popular, so always see in play. Cool. And that's the first time we opened this today, right? Opened up a little branded opening. Final 3, guys. Let's do a little switcheroo. Let's see what we would have pulled if we kept that one to the end. Alright, guys. First ultra rare, we got Earth Chant. Next up, we got DD Assault Carrier. And last but not least, for the prismatic that we would have had if we waited till the end, we've got a Tri-Brigade kit. Okay. Good thing we did a little switcheroo. That would have not been a great grand finale pool. So hopefully we put a better one here. Second to last pack, guys. Kind of a little let down that we didn't pull a single crossout designator, but that is the way it goes sometimes. Can't guarantee anything in Yu-Gi-Oh pools. If you want to guarantee something, go ahead and order it off TCG. Even then, you don't know if the seller's gonna actually get it to you. So nothing's a guarantee in Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. Trade at your locals, support your local gaming stores. If you guys order from us on TCG, I promise we'll do our best to get it to you. But even then, once in a while there's mishaps. But in general, I don't trust a whole lot of the new sellers on there. See people trying to scam to make a buck, so that's definitely what I implied by it, not the big sellers on TCG. Sometimes you just can't help it when the mail people like to lose the mail or do whatever to it as well. Hopefully nobody's actually stealing from the mailbox. Alright guys, for the first holo foil of this pack, we got Book of Lunar Eclipse. Next up we got ZW Pegasus Twin Saber. For the first ultra rare we have Heritage of the Light and Abyss Keeper and Diviner of the Herald. Beautiful pool. Definitely not bad. Very happy with that pool actually. We're trying to get some value as we seal away this box opening and say good riddance to it, because we didn't pull a single damn crossout designator. But don't look now, we have one pack. Let's change that around, change our luck around. Give me the heart of the cards, Yugi. Please, please, please give me the heart of cards. You know, one thing I saw that was pretty sad was that Hulu, which is one of the only big streaming providers in the oligopoly of streaming providers that does Yu-Gi-Oh, just this year, January 1st, dropped most of the old series. So that really sucks, guys. This game of ours that we love, seeing it kind of dwindle away. I don't want to put too much doom and gloom on it, because at the end of the day, as long as you have one friend who plays with it, who can play it with you, you know, the game will always stay alive. But definitely on a larger scheme of things, Pokemon has stood the better test of time, and that's sad. So Yu-Gi-Oh gods, I've been supporting you, been crying over it. Give me a crossout designator here. That's all I ask for my late Christmas gift. First holo foil, we got a Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. Next up we have Floundries and Empin. First time we've seen him today. Love the penguin, of course. Come on, lighting adjust. We'll wait till lighting adjust. This is, I promise it's plenty bright here. My camera's probably saying there's too much light. It's like just darken it down. All right. Empin. We got Earth Chant for the second ultra rare. We have a Nibiru. Alright guys, finishing off strong. We got a Nibiru, we got the Rock. Let's see what's right behind it. And a Tri-Brigade kit. Oh! We switched a kit for a kit. That means we got a play set of kits at least, which is pretty nice. But yeah guys, that's it for the opening today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Taking this dive down memory lane of 2022 Megatins. Great set, honestly. One of the best sets of all time, reprint wise for its time. So, yep. Alright guys, that's it. Like, subscribe, join the Patreon. If you're a long-time subscriber and you just want to be in the Discord, I know who you are. Just message me or comment down below and we'll make that happen. Peace out.